What's up, guys? It's your boy AD, and welcome to another mini episode of the Forbidden Juice podcast. Now, the reason I'm flying solo today is because one of our hosts, RJ, actually went through kidney transplant surgery the other day. So he is going to be out of commission for a while he's recovering. My thoughts and prayers, of course, go out to him. I did go and see him in the hospital earlier on today, so I know that he is fine and he's still alive and breathing. He's talking, he's joking, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, he is fine. But yeah, he's not going to be on the show for a little while he's recovering. Then my other host, he's just busy today as well. So True Function is out and about doing things with family and such. But nevertheless, we still have an episode to provide for you today, and that is the discussion around cosmetic surgery. Is it worth doing? Is cosmetic surgery worth every penny about it, or should it be demonized? Should we not allow people to go through it? Should we, or maybe we should limit it to certain things, because certain elements of cosmetic surgery perhaps we can all agree, or some of us would agree, or majority agree, is not really necessary, not really worth it, yada yada yada. So let us start with some facts and figures. So the British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons have come together in 2019, 20th of May 2019, and they released some facts and figures surrounding plastic surgery within the UK. And over 28,000 cases of plastic surgery had happened over 2018. So that's the most recent stats that they've released. Largely, everything has stayed the same. There was a slight dip in the amount of plastic surgery that men were going through, but even then, women were still around the same sort of 92% mark of people that had done plastic surgery. And the three most popular types of surgery that they had gone through was breast augmentation. What else was it? Breast augmentation, breast reduction, and blepharoplasty, which is eyelid surgery. Those were the three types of surgery that women had gone through the most in 2018, which is also similar to what they'd gone through in 2017. Biggest increases for women were for liposuction, and that rose by 12%, and facelifts, which rose by 9%. So that just goes to show the kind of things that were happening, and some people attributed the changes in surgery. They attributed it to Love Island, funny enough. Love Island, and how the people look on Love Island. Just, people were getting surgery because of that. So, yeah, it's a bit crazy to think that that's it. Just, there is the former BAAPS president, Rajiv Grover. He explained, with liposuction seeing a rise of 9% across both genders, he said, "The rise comes at a time where the popularity of TV shows such as Love Island has driven the desire for a toned torso, as did the fashion for women's athleisure clothing. The danger of cosmetic surgery becoming too closely linked to reality TV or celebrity endorsement is that it can make surgery seem like a commodity, which should never be the case. An operation is not something that can simply be returned to the shop if you have second thoughts." So that is what the former president of the BAAPS was saying, that you can't look at plastic surgery as a commodity. It's not like just this thing that you just buy and you just do. It's a very, very serious thing that you have to consider. And because a lot of people are basing their changes off of what they see on TV and on social media, it's now cheapening what plastic surgery actually is. So does that mean that plastic surgery is a bad thing and we shouldn't be doing it? I mean, come on. The amount of people that get just satisfaction from being able to change their appearance and make it exactly the way they wanted it to, or even sometimes it's just a slight imperfection that they want to just rectify. I know that, for example, rhinoplasty, so that is surgery on the nose, some women have seen, and some men even have seen, grown leaps and bounds and see massive changes in their mentality due to the fact that their nose now is not ugly to them. Not to mention as well that some of cosmetic surgery actually does have health benefits. So for example, again with rhinoplasty, changing the shape of the nose can not only obviously make it more attractive, but it can also sometimes improve the cardiovascular health of the individual because they're able to breathe better. There's also some people who go through liposuction and they were too heavy to do exercise before, but now that they've gone through the liposuction, which is a type of cosmetic surgery, they're now able to go off and actually exercise because they're not so heavy. They're not too heavy for their skeleton and their joints and all that stuff to be able to do the work and burn the fat off. So there are some benefits for sure to be said with regards to cosmetic surgery. Also, there is the preconceived notion that cosmetic surgery is largely, going under the knife, getting a new nose, new jaw, new eyes, yada, yada, yada. But cosmetic surgery can be as simple as botox injections, which are not nearly as harmless as, say, reconstructing a jaw and, shaving away bits of the jaw to reform the jawline. So it's not all doom and gloom, and it's not all going under the knife for the sake of changing your face or getting bigger boobs or something like that. Sometimes it really is just a case of taking an injection to the face so you get less wrinkles. And so when you think of cosmetic surgery like that, is it so bad? Well, it might just be though, because there are very well documented cases of people who have botched operations, for example, or they end up having body dysmorphia as a mental disorder. So they feel as if, okay, I have fixed this thing, but now this thing is ugly with me. And then they go and get plastic surgery to then fix that. But then they also see another thing and they just keep going on and on and on, trying to fix things. And they kind of get addicted to plastic surgery, similar to the way some people get addicted to getting tattoos or getting piercings. It's just a thing where you get addicted to the pain and you fall in love with the aesthetic of what you're going through, really not realizing that you're actually just making yourself uglier and uglier. In addition to that, there is some sort of depression that some people can get post-surgery because what they thought they would look like is not quite what they look like, or they're having trouble acclimating to their new look. Furthermore, there's also just the risk of infection through certain types of surgery, the risk of contamination from certain tools that are being used, which I'll get to in a second, as well as the risk of death, because some of the infections that you get from these things, or some of the botched jobs that happen, can end up killing people. Furthermore, it turns out that the cosmetic surgery industry is very highly unregulated. There's not a regulating body within this industry. So some people, to cut corners, will go to plastic surgeons who are not qualified or have less degrees, but they can do it very, very cheap, and they can maybe show you one or two success stories where they did a Brazilian butt lift here and they did a boob job here, and it looks really, really good to you, so you just go ahead and do it. But meanwhile, these people are not credited, certified professionals, so you're really playing a risk there. And some people like to think, oh yeah, it's not going to be me, but you never ever know that. For example, you could be having some sort of surgery on your face, and then before you know it, you've killed off a few cells in your face, and now or nerves rather, so that you are now permanently paralyzed on part of your face because of a botched job from a non-regulated surgeon. Not to mention that, of course, plastic surgery is not cheap. All right, plastic surgery is not cheap, so the financial hit that you take is often quite significant, and not something that people can afford to just do every single time they have something that they feel is wrong with them that they want to get fixed. Of course, then there is the flip side of that again, because there are very much tons of affordable options out there for plastic surgery, or rather cosmetic surgeries. And some of these cosmetic surgeries, again, like I said, are not even that expensive, because it is something as simple as a tummy tuck or a botox injection. So what do you guys think? Do you think that plastic surgery, or cosmetic surgery rather, is worth it? Is it something that we should allow people to do the way we've been allowing people to do it? Or do you think that there should be limits imposed on the way people go through it? Me personally, I definitely think that regulation is needed in the industry, and I feel that a full physical and psychological analysis needs to be carried out on any and every patient who wants to go through cosmetic surgery, because you gotta understand the reasons that some people are going through it, and you kind of sort of have to just safeguard some people from themselves, particularly the people who end up getting addicted to it and end up wrecking themselves from going through too much surgery. At the end of the day, it's your life, you do what you want, who am I to judge? But I would obviously just recommend that you protect yourself when you're going through your surgery. I understand that some people go through surgery because of the depression that they're currently going through or certain issues that they're facing, particularly with women. But yeah, sometimes you do need to just check where that motivation to do it is coming from, particularly if it's from social media and what you see in, well, the limelight, right? When you see celebrities going through all of this stuff and you see how some of them glorify it. Some people also don't pay attention to the celebrities that don't glorify it, that demonize it, because they've been through it. I can't remember which celebrity it was now, but there was one who went through some cosmetic surgery, got some stuff injected into her butt, some silicone fillers I think she got put into her butt, and she had to have them removed because of how many health complications it brought up. And it was just, it was just silly for her to go through all of that pain and suffering just because she wanted to look better, right? So you guys weigh in on your opinions. What do you guys think? Do you think cosmetic surgery is not so bad and we should just let people be doing it the way they have been doing it? Or do you think that things need to change? Or do you think that just plain old simple, no, you should just not be able to do cosmetic surgery? Let us know in the comments below, man. We will make sure that we try to get through to each and every one of your comments regarding this, and we'll have a nice little discussion in the comment section. Make sure you share this with your friends and your families and get them involved. One more time, shout out to my boy Raf, who's gone through the kidney surgery today as well. Thoughts and prayers up to you, bro. And yeah, we will catch you next week with another episode of The Forbidden Juice. Peace.